up, Bulls Nation? Welcome into CHGO Bulls Pregame, presented to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Download their app and be sure to use promo code CHGO when you sign up. I'm Peck. You can follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Peck. This is my guy, Big Dave. He is at BAWL Sports. Joey, our pal and producer, is at Joey's Paths. Follow him, too. We are CHGO_Bulls. We will be joined by our guy, Mark K.
Hey.
In postgame.
Yes, sir.
And from the UC, Will the Go Gottlieb is back, ladies and gentlemen.
The Go.
Back from Brazil. He is working. He landed earlier today and then basically went straight to work at the United Center.
He couldn't
That
wait.
man is dedicated.
You know he couldn't wait. You know he's just got a bunch of stats and stuff ready to just pound down and just show up.
So much FOMO he's had over the last few weeks.
Oh, he's as Joey said, pushing doors.
He tweeted a picture of DeMar DeRozan's shoe pile at his locker just a few minutes ago.
He's got a problem. He can't wait. You know he's totally excited.
Itching to get back in the game.
Couldn't wait. Tone, what's up, man? Feast family. Happy New Year.
What up, Tone?
Happy New Year's Eve, my friend.
Okay, gentlemen and ladies and everyone else out there. Maybe some cats and dogs watching too.
They looking at us.
I am excited for a Bulls blowout victory tonight.
Yes!
Has to happen.
Yes!
Has to happen.
Yes!
Bulls playing the Pistons tonight, one of the worst teams in the league. At home.
Yes.
Take care of business.
Yep.
We'll look at what this Pistons team has managed to not accomplish so far this season a little later on.
Okay.
But wanted to start out tonight with some Zach LaVine talk. What else is new?
All right.
Zach Lowe, ESPN national NBA writer, NBA talking head, the Lowe Post host, does his weekly column for ESPN Plus, the Zach Lowe's 10 Things, right? Yes. Where he just talks about 10 things in the NBA that are of interest to him that week. Zach LaVine was one of those 10 things today.
Okay.
And he was talking about the recently improved shooting of Zach LaVine, but the other parts of Zach's game that have not been where the team probably wants them to be.
Okay.
So I wanted to take a look at a couple of these clips from Zach Lowe's post from his 10 things. Talking about Zach's defense and how his off-ball defense and his rotations are still Zach LaVine-esque, a.k.a. not cutting the mustard, saying the rotations are hard and LaVine is smart. He works. He talked through X's and O's on defense when he was on the Low Post, Zach Lowe's pod, in 2019. What he sees on film, where he should help in certain situations, he gets it. He just hasn't been able to translate it into games. He's far from the only reason Chicago ranks 17th in points allowed per possession. The Bulls built around three below-average defenders, LaVine, DeMar, and Vooch. But they are miles worth with LaVine on the floor, and his off-ball defense contributes to Chicago allowing heaps of threes. Opponents have hit 38% from deep against the Bulls, which is a ridiculous number. Second highest in the league. Some of that is luck. Some of it is tenuous defense. Yeah. Of course, and being the thorough man that Zach Lowe is, with these 10 Things columns, he also adds some video clips in there, and he had a couple examples of Zach LaVine's off-ball defense being, shall we say, less than desirable.
Okay.
Do you think that assessment is fair, Dave?
Yeah, that is very fair. Very fair assessment about Zach. Is he sees it, he knows it, and we know this about him already. He sees it, he knows it, he points it out. We had this discussion. I shouldn't say we, but I remember reading stuff like this when he would talk to Joe Cowley, and when Kendall Gill was working with him. Like, and both of them were like, no, this dude's really smart. Like, he really gets the game, he understands it. But something gets lost in translation when he gets on that floor. Like, it becomes tunnel vision for him. That's just how it's always been. You know, that's who Zach LaVine has been. And you've been waiting for it to click, you know what I mean, and figure it out. You see it in spurts. You see a little bits and pieces of it. You've seen a few games when he dropped those 40, you saw him in those passing lanes, you know, getting a couple steals. Because I just want him to average like 2.5 a game, and, you know, he'll be fine. So I don't know what it is between the TV and the actual floor where it gets lost in translation. The 38% is the most glaring thing for you. Because, again, he's right. A lot of those threes are wide open. And I'm glad he also pointed out some of that is just luck shooting as well. Because that's true. A lot of those guys are just having career times. Hello, we can watch the Rockets game and see that. Guys are having off the backboard, falling out of bounds, three-point shots were happening. The problem is a lot more of those are wide open, and you see Zach getting caught. And we're over here on the couch yelling, no, Zach, he's open. Lee, go back.
Right.
Other thing he pointed, which I think is very, very fair, is he is surrounded by below average defenders as well.
Right.
With Vooch and DeMar. And I don't want to destroy Vooch too much, but we know DeMar is not a great defender. He does on the other end.
Right.
So it's even more magnified it is with Zach.
Yeah. And it's like Zach and DeMar are capable of making timely defensive plays. We saw DeMar take a big charge in the game against the Bucks. We saw him come up with that steal in the Bucks side out of bounds that led to Io's game-tying dunk. Yeah. We've also seen Zach make some of those kind of big impact plays on the defensive end. But it's just like you said, most often it seems like that's not his focus.
Yes.
That's not where his mind is. I see our guy Anthony in the comments pointing out Zach's experience with Team USA when they won gold a couple summers ago. And he was asked by Greg Popovich, who was the coach of that Team USA, to focus on being an impact player on the defensive end.
Yeah.
And we saw Zach do it.
Yeah.
But that Team USA had Kevin Durant and Dame and these guys. Like, Zach, we don't necessarily need you to focus on scoring 20 points in this game.
Exactly.
Go out there and play defense.
Exactly.
I think Zach's frame of mind on this team, and as much as he says, I'm not thinking differently after signing that max contract, my gut feeling is that there is a little part of him that's like, I just signed that max deal. I got to prove I'm a max player. I do that on the offensive end. That's where I'm a max player, is on the offensive end. That's where his mind is. I'm not telling you that that's what Zach LaVine told me, because he didn't. I'm just saying, just from my perspective, it seems like Zach's focus has been trying to get his offensive game back through the first 30 games of this season, which I think most Bulls fans should want that to be the case.
Yeah. It's who he is, and that's what he signed the contract for. And the other part of what you said about Team USA is he also knew he had better defenders behind him as well.
Yeah.
So they could make up for certain things. And he was just guarding whoever had the basketball. If you had the ball, he was on your ass. And that's fine. That's great. They remove responsibility from him, including, like you pointed out, the scoring load.
Right.
Remove that from him as well. So, I want Zach to score.
Right.
When we talked about him yesterday, it wasn't about his defense.
Right.
That was pointing out. It was about catching and shooting the basketball. I want him to score. And a lot of that makes up for it. And guys, you might not like that, but it's true, because you're in here praising DeMar DeRozan. He shows you if you can score, you will be like, the defense ain't great, but damn it, he just won the game for us again by dropping 38. Yeah, you got to do it on some other end of the floor. I just wanted the effort from Zach, because when I talk about his effort, Matt, it's different from DeMar's.
Right.
His effort is like, dude, I need you in the passing lanes. Just stick your hand out.
Right. Yeah.
Like, do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just be on those things. I'm not asking you to make up for anybody's defense or do anything like that, but he is too much and too often out of position.
Right.
And I can't put that on DeMar, and I can't put that on Vooch. Better defenders would clean that up, obviously. But I can't put that on him, that he's out of position and loses his man so many times.
Right. Apparently, our friend C-Red Fred has a YouTube, burner account named William Turnbull.
Hey, William.
Because we just mentioned Pop in passing, and he's coming at Pop in the comments.
Who comes at
Overrated
Pop?
Coach.
Word?
Fred, is that you?
Word?
Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee. I do also want to point out this very fair comment from Chewy, who said it's the uncontested shots that drive us nuts about Zach, or the fake closeout effort. And that's something that Zach Lowe pointed out in this column, and his thoughts on Zach is Zach has a habit of going under screens instead of fighting over them to stay with his man. Right. And going under screens results in open threes.
Yes, sir.
You can deal with guys hitting difficult contested threes.
Yeah.
That's just good offense beating good defense. But it's when Zach goes under screens and lets guys get clean looks at three that's frustrating. Or, as Joey pointed out, when Zach doesn't close out.
Yes.
And I saw it a couple of times in that game against the Bucks where Zach's man was just open somewhere around the perimeter, and he just kind of looked as somebody drove and kicked it out to him, and then Zach went from looking at that guy to looking up at the rim to see if they make or miss it. And it's like, Zach, you gotta at least get a couple of steps and a leap up out there to contest the shot.
Yeah.
He's better at contesting in the corners.
Sure.
When his guy is somewhere above the break, top of the key, or at one of the wings, it's like he just decides not to try to close out.
It happens when the ball starts moving. If somebody's bringing the ball up, it's very 1+1.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this equals that. I'm going to guard that. It's when the rotations start occurring where he starts struggling. And again, I'm not saying that he's dumb because he's clearly smart because he points it out all the time. I just don't know where it gets lost at.
Yeah.
And that's where the confusion is with Zach.
And Daddy Fish saying, I think he's good on the ball if it's in front of him. Zach's on-ball defense has actually improved tremendously in his tenure of these, 4 or 5 seasons he's been with the Bulls. Like, his on-ball defense also used to be as embarrassingly bad as his off-ball defense. Yeah. He's brought up his on-ball defense, which is great. Now it's just we're asking more of you.
That's it.
Because you're a player with the contract that you have. You're a 2-time All-Star.
You're the man.
You're one of the guys on this team. Mm-hmm. We want more from you.
We want more, Zach. Just a little more, baby. And you can give it to us. We know it's in there. And you want to give it to us. And we can start tonight. Why not?
Let's do that. Let's start tonight. And good news on the Bulls injury front. They're getting some guys back tonight. We will talk about that coming up in just a minute.
Christmas.
But first, while we tell you guys about DraftKings, hit that thumbs up button if you're watching along with us live on YouTube. DraftKings, our official betting partner and official betting partner of the NBA. Yeah. Sign up with promo code CHGO with that DraftKings Sportsbook app, and you will get an amazing offer of a $5 moneyline bet on any NBA game. Pick one tonight, pick one tomorrow, bunch of New Year's Eve NBA action. And if your team wins that $5 NBA moneyline bet, you are looking at $150 in free bets if your team wins. Yes. Plus, everyone can combine multiple bets with bigger odds and bigger payouts with those DraftKings same game parlays. Make one tonight. Still got time before tip-off. Throw some Vooch boards in there. Throw Caruso steals. DeMar assists, whatever you want to do. Bigger odds, bigger payouts. Download that app right now with promo code CHGO, and you can get that amazing $5 moneyline bet on any NBA game for $150 if your team wins.
There you go, Anthony. Right there. Red Solo Cup. You know I got it. Ready.
This man always has a red Solo Cup. Yes, we know that Pop took Tim Duncan out of a game in the finals, William. Not what we're talking about anymore, but I appreciate your enthusiasm.
He's 5-1.
Did you know that Pop took Tim Duncan out of a game once, Dave?
He's 5-1 in the finals, bro.
Should we grab our torches and pitchforks? Where are you, Greg Popovich? We're coming for you.
I just see that gif of Greg Popovich running down the hallway in my head when you said that. That's the first thing that came up, man.
Welcome into CHGO Spurs.
Remember the Alamo.
Fun fact, only team with a worse net rating than these here Detroit Pistons tonight, San Antonio Spurs.
Wow, that I did not know. That's not good.
After they accidentally won some games early on this season, the Spurs were like, oh, no.
What are we doing here?
Oh, no.
Oh.
I'll turn this damn bus around.
Do y'all not know how this works? How dare you? Like, you know why we put you out here.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, injury report also / tonight suspension report for Bulls versus Pistons. Let's start with the Bulls. Caruso, who's been out for a few games now with the concussion protocol and the shoulder injury, active, available, will play tonight.
That's a tough son of a gun. Right
I saw this quote from Alex at Morning Shoot-Around today via Casey Johnson. I played yesterday live with some of those low-minute guys. We went 100%, full speed, played pickup. I feel pretty good about it.
Wow.
Let's go, Al.
All right, fine.
Let's go,
Put
buddy.
it out there. He's a tough guy, man. That is a tough guy.
I did also see from Billy's pregame availability that it looks like they are going to bring Caruso off the bench tonight as opposed to starting him.
Makes sense.
Bring him back slowly.
I like it. It.
But obviously, when you've seen what this Bulls team does defensively without Caruso and his minutes, I mean, could not come back faster.
Fact. Fact. Happy to have you.
Right. Javonte, last I saw, probable, also probably active. He played 17 minutes against the Bucks on Wednesday night in his first game back after his absence.
Okay.
Dealing with that recurring knee injury. Patrick Williams, Kobe White, both listed as questionable on yesterday's injury report. P-Dub popped onto the injury report with a left clavicle contusion.
Oh, wow.
Questionable yesterday, active tonight.
I guarantee I was Grayson Allen.
Don't get me started, Dave. Don't get me started.
Sorry.
Kobe White with he left that Bucks game early with a left leg injury. They now call it a left knee soreness, but he also available to play tonight.
All right.
Good news on good news on good news.
I like this.
Only person who will not suit up tonight, who is a regular rotation guy for Billy, is Derrick Jones Jr. Still out with that left ankle sprain.
Okay.
But a little bit of good news even there.
Come on.
Billy said at morning shoot-around he could return as soon as tomorrow night's game, second night of the back-to-back.
Gonna need it.
Team's getting healthy.
I like it. I like it. Only one more player to go.
Speaking of which, there was a Lonzo Ball update from Billy today as well.
Okay, all right.
Are we ready for the Lonzo Ball
brace myself
quote-unquote update?
Joe, you ready?
This is from Billy Donovan. Lonzo is regularly on the court shooting, which has been good. Yeah. Actually jumping a little bit while he's been shooting.
Okay.
He's been doing some light jogging. Could be yogging. Might be a soft J. And I think working through some of that stuff. Like we last talked, it's progressing. It's just really slow.
Okay.
But they're having some improvements, and he's actually doing more physically than the last time we spoke.
Okay. All right.
Mostly positive signs there, other than the thing he said about how it's still going very slowly.
I'm cool with that, but it's going. It's still going, and it's moving in the right direction. It's not going backwards. It's actually just moving.
Raping down.
You know?
The end of the roller coaster.
Oh, my God.
Coming into the station.
Oh, man. No, I'm happy with that. I'm glad that that's happening, and because I think it's just about his tolerance, man. Because it just feels like pain is just going to be there for him, and that's just what it's going to be. But the fact that he's, just little baby step and going into January, we'll see. So, yeah.
Trip Hop in the comments saying, thank God he might be back by 2025. Come on, Trip Hop.
Come on.
Think optimistically.
A little more optimism
Think
on
good
you.
thoughts.
Just a tad more.
Just like Ron Williams and Hook, you got to think good thoughts to fly, okay?
Ooh.
Hold those good thoughts in your heart.
Look what he just did.
Yeah.
That's right. He went there.
Such a classic.
Wait, who was Tinkerbell in there?
Julie Roberts,
right? Yes.
Tinkerbell,
Thank you very much. Dustin Hoffman
was Hook.
Yes, I recall.
You kidnapped my children. You killed Rufio. You deserve to die. Strike true, Peter. Strike true. Man, I need a rewatch on that.
Joey, you seen Hook?
Hook? No.
Oh my God!
It's okay, dude. That's okay. Hook is.
Oh, wow, that's a rare one.
Robin Williams classic.
I didn't say that. I was saying it's back in the day a little further. That
I thought you were saying that. Like it's not that good of a movie.
That Joe. We were trying to jump me on some shit until you heard. You got to let me finish the sentence, man. Stop jumping the gun.
No, the other one was you interrupting me to laugh at me when I started a sentence and you didn't even know where it was going.
No, the other one was Jim Carrey. I told you about that. That's what the other one was. And you jumping the gun on that one too, man. Relax.
I thought you were about to tell me that Ace Ventura was a bad movie.
We sat here and quoted all the time. What are you talking about? What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
Come on. Get him, Joey.
My emotions are all over the place today.
Can it make you feel better? Should I pick on Joey? Make you feel better?
No, don't. You've been picking on Joey too much recently.
What?
Whoa! And the truth comes out.
There's no such thing. I'm going to do it anyway. Joey, who's on my shirt?
Janet Jackson.
Oh,
I didn't even look.
I want to say that. Kyle would know. Kyle would know who's on my shirt.
Is Kyle here?
He just walked in the door. That's why I just said
I don't know. I can't see.
You can't see? You don't see who that is? Right there? Can't see? Kyle, who's this? Who's this, Kyle? Oh!
Kyle doesn't know.
You found me.
Who was it?
It's Sade. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that hurt. I understand.
I knew that. I was just being silent.
How old is?
I know. Matt knows because I've had this discussion before.
How old is Joey? 23.
23.
Jordan year.
Jordan year. This Jordan year.
It is.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so back to the Bulls. Mostly positive news on the injury report. Even a little bit of positive news on Lonzo Ball.
Yes.
Jumping while shooting.
Shooting.
I mean, we were talking about how it hurt him to go up and down the stairs like a few weeks ago.
Yes.
So I will take that positive news, even if the progression is slow.
Yes, I will take it.
With the Pistons, meanwhile, they had an eventful night against Orlando a couple nights ago.
A little bit.
So injury-wise, looks like – so obviously Cunningham, sadly for them and sadly for the NBA, out with his season-ending injury with that shin.
Yeah.
He had surgery on that injury a couple weeks ago. He's on the shelf. Hope Cade gets better soon.
Yes.
Isaiah Livers, yes, that's an NBA player's name, second-round pick of
I
Detroit
believe
from
it's
last season.
Livers is how.
I listened to a Pistons broadcast, and they pronounced it
You might be
Livers.
right. You might be right.
Because I checked because I wanted to see if I was saying it correctly.
I stand corrected.
Out with a shoulder, and you might be thinking, well, that's inconsequential. He's actually been playing like 15 to 20-minute spurts off the bench for them in the games that he's been available this season. Not available. Bagley, last I saw, was questionable with a non-COVID illness. I believe he might also be a scratch in this game.
Ooh.
But then, not the injuries, but the suspensions. Killian Hayes, Hamidou Diallo, both suspended for tonight's game. Oh, a little malice at the palace. Don't Ron Artest like that. He deserves better.
Shout out Chuck Person. That's Chuck Person next to him. He used to play for the Pacers, Chuck Person.
That he did. Diallo, 1-game suspension that he's serving tonight against the Bulls. Killian Hayes got a 3-game suspension for giving Mo Wagner a well-deserved elbow to the back of the head.
Well earned. It was. He earned that,
Mo
bro.
Wagner is a dirty POS.
He is a little dirty, bro.
He had that coming.
Just when it pushed him for
Just
no
like,
reason.
Just like
dog.
Grayson has it coming.
It was dirty.
Killian Hayes got 3 games. Mo Wagner got 2. Diallo got 1. So Killian Hayes serving the first of his 3-game suspension tonight.
Okay.
So, I mean, Killian Hayes, especially with Cunningham out, had been playing a larger role for this Pistons team.
It's true.
Now they are without him. This Pistons team is. I was looking at their stats by player by player earlier today, and I was like, oh my, this team is doo doo.
Is it like
doo doo?
Is it like old Bulls late season bad roster when we had the 2 lemons out
your
there?
best chance at a win tonight is Ron Mercer going off. Back.
Okay, they're in trouble. The 2 Sampsons lineups. Okay,
return of Chakar.
All right.
Speaking of which, so let's just kind of take a quick glimpse at the Pistons season thus far. Joey, do we have those Pistons numbers I gave you? A couple of individuals that stand out. Obviously, Bogdanovich, and he's a guy who's been coming up a lot in trade rumors. He is their leading scorer at just over 20 points per game. And Bogdanovich has actually some pretty impressive shooting splits. He's flirting with 50, 40, 90 so far this season, and does get to the free throw line a fair amount, over 5 attempts per game. Jaden Ivey, their rookie, their 5th overall pick from the 2022 draft. Oh, that's a typo there, Joey. It should say 15.3 points per game.
That is a typo. 15 points per game.
But that's respectable. This looks a lot better than 5.
It does.
Doing some work on the glass, also dishing
3.
4 assists per game. The Pistons as a team, the one place where they excel offensively, they get to the free throw line. They are first in the NBA in free throw attempts per game. Unfortunately for them, they aren't great at making them. I think they're somewhere between 20 and 30 in actual free throw percentage.
Yes.
But even still, note for the Bulls, don't foul tonight.
Yes.
Don't give the Pistons a chance at free points at the free throw line.
Yeah.
And there you see their offensive, defensive, and net ratings. 24th, 29th, 29th.
Yawn, gag, and snore.
Yeah.
That is tough. That's tough work. Shout out to Joey for the title, by the way. Did you get that title, Matt? Everybody from the 313? It's from a movie.
Okay.
From a movie. I don't know. You probably have seen the movie. You probably have seen it. It's very popular. It's from a rapper. From Detroit.
8 Mile?
Yes, Matt.
Hey!
Yes, Matt. Everybody from the 313. Put your hands in the air and follow me.
Those are that just tells you. I think people have faith in Jaden Ivey turning into a solid player in the NBA. Asked to do a lot as a rookie.
Yeah.
And he is your second best player behind Bogdanovich.
Yeah.
They're also missing their
they're missing Cade.
Correct.
Missing everything.
Right.
Yeah. But like you said, they're missing their main guy, so it's going to be a struggle. But I have loved Jaden Ivey since college. I was very upset he went to Detroit to help them out because he is really good, man. And now he's just got the super green light to do whatever he wants to do out there. So that's going to be interesting. But honestly, the Bulls should win this game. They've got to win this game right here, y'all. We got to get this W.
Somebody on Twitter earlier today was telling me, with the Hayes and Diallo suspensions, obviously no Cade and this doo-doo Pistons team, if the Bulls don't win in a blowout tonight, that's a failure. And I told them I agree. Somebody else in the comments tonight earlier in the beginning of pregame said this team is incapable of blowing anybody out, We saw them blow out the Mavs when the Mavs had no players.
I mean, just destroyed them.
So if you can blow out a Mavs team with no Luka and a couple other key pieces that they were missing, you can blow out this Pistons team, which is worse than the Mavs and also missing players.
Yes.
I don't want to see the Bulls playing with their food tonight. You know what your parents tell you? Don't play with your food. Don't play with your dinner. Just freaking eat it.
Eat it.
Hey, Bulls, eat your damn dinner tonight, all right? Don't play with it.
Don't you play with that. Get your hands off that. Just eat it. Don't
Quit playing with your food, Joseph.
Stop it. Well, I don't know why he came at you, Joe, but it's all right. But yes.
Not a child.
Jordan year.
Correct. Adult.
I mean, you can't rent a car, but it's still cool.
Legal adult.
You're not a child.
Legal adult.
You are. He can legally drink and vote, and what else can you do?
Live on my own, you know.
Well, you can do that at a teenager, but
no, I think emancipate myself officially, live as an independent.
That's right.
That's right, everybody.
Independent Joey. Damn it.
That's right. So if I want to play with my food, I will.
Well, can you not do it tonight?
But I hope the Bulls don't.
There you go. Yes, don't do it tonight. Let's not
agree.
play with that tonight.
I don't play with my food, but if I wanted to,
it's your choice.
At this age, you're damn right it is.
Yes, he is an adult, damn it, and you better know it. Damn it, owns a vehicle.
The real adult is back at the UC tonight.
It's true.
I know. It brings some levity to this show. All these children out over here, man. So it'd be good to see the GOAT. But yeah, the Bulls should just run them off the court. And
they should.
I want to disagree with you just because I'm happy to get a win, but I completely understand your point. Just by who this team is and coming into your home knowing that you are way better than them. And you've got everybody back, you know. I'm
tempted to log on to DraftKings right now and place a bet for the Pistons to win the first quarter.
Wow.
Just because, I mean, we all saw the Rockets game, right?
Yeah, we did. We saw it. And they don't even have half of what the Rockets have.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're not good. So yeah, Bulls, go out here, take care of business, do what you're supposed to do, and let's just go get ready for Cleveland after that. But keep your focus here.
Speaking of which, Anthony said, blow these dudes out, rest for the fourth quarter, get ready for Cleveland.
Yeah, man.
Flip side said, eat dinner. There's a beef stew on this roster, so Chewy saying, got to watch out for Stewart on the boards. He is a monster.
He is a beast.
Take care of him.
Yeah, Stewart is a problem, man.
Yeah. AK saying, how crazy is this? The Bulls fans do have doubts that the Bulls could win against these Pistons. I mean,
what we've been watching all season. That's how he feels.
We've seen it.
Yeah.
We have seen it. William saying, we have to start beating the bad teams and not just the good ones. We spent a part of our episode yesterday talking about this Bulls record of 4-8 against teams below 500.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they are 5-1 against the top 3 seeds in the East.
Wild.
Makes no sense.
Wild.
Other than what the players and Billy have said themselves, which is, yeah, we don't come out with the same level of focus and energy when we're playing the poop teams. Yeah. So why not change that stupid habit tonight?
Yes.
Please.
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 Please, y'all. Let's come back on here with happy. Let's come on here with joy. Not just me happy. Him happy. Like, make this man right here happy and just blow him out, man. Let's just end this and rest in the fourth quarter. I don't want to see DeMar out there. I don't want to see Zach out there or Vooch. I want them resting with the ice bags on the knees. Getting ready for this back-to-back.
I want to see Big Dave's favorite Bull, Tony Bradley, out there shooting threes and messing up rebounds.
Yes.
In the fourth quarter.
Yes.
I want at least 5 Tony Bradley garbage time minutes tonight.
Correct.
At least 5.
I want to see Malcolm Hill, Matt's favorite player. I want to see Malcolm Hill out there getting some tick. Maybe even Marco Edwards. Dare I say it?
Is he with them now or Windy City now? I think he got sent back down to Windy City because the Bulls started getting bodies back.
He got sent back?
I think so.
That's devastating. That hurts. Well, Dalen Terry then. Give me some Dalen Terry. Give me some Dalen Terry minutes there, man. Let's get it.
Love that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's have some fun tonight, man. Let's run these dudes, man. Let's run them.
Daddy Fish is predicting that Andre Drummond is going to pull down 40 rebounds tonight. A little bit of a get-up game for Drummond, playing his longtime former team.
Great point.
Man, how many times do we have to watch Drummond in a Pistons jersey put up 20 and 20 against us?
All the time.
Dude was a 20 and 20 machine for a few seasons there.
And they still lose by 40 to the Bulls. But he would always have a ridiculous game. And you wouldn't even realize it until you just look at the stat sheet like, he got what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Monster, dude. So let's do this, Bulls. Let's do this, Bulls fans, man.
Yes, Cisco, Pat Will is playing tonight. Questionable on yesterday's injury report. He will play tonight. That's it. It's 7 o'clock. Tip-off time right around the corner. Hit that thumbs up button. Thanks for hanging out with us for pregame. We will be back for postgame. We'll hear from our guy, Will the Goat.
Yeah.
From the UC.
Yeah.
Come on, Bulls.
Let's go.
Don't play with your food.
Don't do it.
Just eat dinner.
Eat it out.
See you, Be good.
Peace.